Copy. We're live on Twitch. Let's check. Oh, they're live now. Watch now. Amen. Should be live now, right? Are we correct? Yes, we are correct here. Is it started? Not yet. Not yet. Let's play some music. Well, I will be watching on Twitch. Pop. So currently it's 7 a.m. here. They're live now, but there's nothing. It's on Twitch, right? Let me refresh. Okay. Let me just pause this. Okay. So I just need to refresh.
Reenact the scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Oh, okay, Scaramouche boss. Okay, get that, chat. We need that Primo Gems. Then we missed the trailer. Yeah, we missed the trailer. I'm sorry, we missed the trailer. Okay, chat, we have our first code.
So, we've got a lot to unpack from that trailer.
Yeah. After
I
experiencing
missed the trailer,
Sub-Zero's
damn.
Festival Samsara and surviving our journey through the desert, we'll finally get to the riveting end of the Sumeru Archon quest in version 3.2. Picking up right where we left off, the Traveler is teaming up with some amazing characters to face the Academia and rescue Sumeru's Archon. But I'm sure the first thing everyone's wondering is how we're going to save the Dendro Archon.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Nahida's been locked up by the doctor inside the sanctuary of Suristana. It's not like we can just go walking in there. And on top of that, we're dealing with 2 of the Fatui Harbingers now. We've got the Balladeer in his super powerful looking boss form, as well as the doctor, who seems to be a real tricky one to predict. I'm not gonna lie, the Traveler really has his hands full with this one.
Yeah, definitely a tricky situation.
Totally. And besides these 2 Harbingers, we can be sure the Grand Sage will also be on his guard. But hey, with the help of 2 insiders like Sino and Alhaitham, we might just have a way into the Academia.
Well, as the General Mahamatra,
What is this
Sino
ads?
also has his own agenda. After being tracked and predicted by the Academia for all these years, this might just be his chance to settle the score.
And if we're hoping to truly save Sumeru, we'll definitely need the power of the Dendro Archon to help us.
Yeah, I can't
Oh,
wait to
it's
see
part
how
of
everyone's
the-
hard work and coordination plays out.
And I don't know about you guys, but besides saving Nahida, I'm also curious how we're going to save Irminsul. Plus, we still don't know the meaning behind the
Irminsul.
words that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata left us. World, forget me.
Well, travelers will be able to personally unravel the answers to all these questions in their own journeys through version 3.2.
You know, I'm actually kind of curious what the future for Sumeru will be once they get through all of this and, well, you know, what will happen to the crew we've been working with along the way.
Yeah, same. I just hope things will work out for everyone affected by Elazar, like Dunyarzad and Kale. Oh, and we can't forget the desert dwellers who have been mistreated all these years. There's a lot that needs to change for them, too.
Right. So be sure not to miss Chapter 5 of the Archon quest. Akasha pulses, the Kulpa flame rises. It'll be quite the ride, and I hope everyone will enjoy it.
Yeah, and of course, the end of this quest won't be the end of everyone's journey in Sumeru. There are still many puzzles and mysteries waiting to be solved. Whether it's Lesser Lord Kusanali, the Doctor, or the Balladeer, I think there still might be lots of unexpected things waiting to be uncovered.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Awesome.
Okay, so now that we've talked about some of the storyline, maybe we can talk about that massive mechanical-looking puppet we've seen. That's the god that the Academia has been creating.
That's right. And now that you mentioned it, let's talk about the Balladeer
Damn.
boss battle.
That's a good
This boss
design,
looks
man.
tough. The Doctor must have put a lot of his energy into this.
Yeah, the Balladeer has lots of strong and awesome looking abilities, so why don't we start by checking out some gameplay from the new boss battle?
Yes,
Sounds
gameplay.
good.
Woo!
Okay. Oh. We have an Aranara there.
Wow, just look at the size of it. Pretty sure this boss is gonna push travelers to the limit.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, that thing is huge! And come to think of it, this is like the third Fatui Harbinger boss battle we've had. They really keep stepping up the art and design every time. It's so awesome!
Yeah!
It's so cool.
This is
Finally.
an ultra powerful puppet we're going up against here. So we're talking huge attacks and epic moves. Let's break it down a bit. In the first phase of the battle, the Balladeer will use his massive arms to attack everyone. The arms are capable of utilizing different elemental powers, and there are several types of abilities, including attacks that create fields of burning or freezing effects on the ground.
Oh, you know what? This fight kind of reminds me of when we fight Ruin Guards. I think we'll have to come up with a way to paralyze it.
Right! And you might have noticed there are some arcane formations on the ground, so activating those might trigger some interesting effects.
And I bet a lot of people are wondering what that thing is floating next to us. Not gonna lie, he's kinda cute. Oh, maybe it's a Paimon reskin.
Sorry, but no. Not only is it super cute, but it's also super powerful. Travelers will need to charge energy for this little helper and use its special skill to counter the boss in battle.
A helper in a boss fight. Yeah, that's definitely not Paimon.
Once the Balladeer has transformed into this massive form, our usual attacks won't deal any tangible damage to him. So, the only thing capable of breaking through his defenses will be our little helper that we just mentioned. There will
Okay.
even be some moments in the fight where travelers will need to use an aiming mode to attack the boss's weak points.
Oh, who would have guessed that little thing would be so important against a boss the size of the Balladeer?
I know, right? They also use some amazing special effects for all of the Balladeer's moves. Speaking of which, the cosmic appearance, the spacey special effects of his skills
It's
really
Gilgamesh.
kind of remind me of the Raiden Shogun skills.
Ah, you're right. And seriously, I can't wait to check out this new boss fight. I'm so hyped.
Yeah.
So now that we've covered the new boss battle, I think it's time to introduce the first of our new playable characters coming in version 3.2. Let's welcome Lesser Lord Kusanali, aka Nahida.
Hey, finally!
After everything we've experienced in the story so far, I think Nahida's already like a good friend to us. It's seriously so crazy what we've been through.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear you say that, Zach. Okay, so throughout our journey, maybe everyone's already noticed some of the let's call it that, unique metaphors that Nahida likes to use. And yeah, they can be pretty out there. Or sometimes she'll use really childlike language to describe some deep or profound idea. But the truth is, she has yet to set foot in the outside world since she was born. To her, all the knowledge that she has in her mind is like pieces of scenery that she's never seen with her own eyes.
Totally. It's really hard to imagine that the god of wisdom had been locked up for 500 years. Just makes me upset just thinking about it.
But I'm sure everything will work out sooner or later.
If travelers would like to spend more time with Nahida, then be sure to check out Nahida's story quest, Sapientia Oromastes chapter. The quest will be available upon completing the Sumeru Archon quest. So be sure to check out the quest to learn more.
It's nice that we'll get to spend more time with her, but I want to see Nahida in battle. What you got for us, Kimberly?
Oh, I've got lots to share. But before we get to that,
I'm
let's have a
excited
quick
for
peek at
Nahida.
Nahida in action.
Okay,
What they
okay.
say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Okay, that's her normal attack. And a skill. Okay.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Beautiful burst. Beautiful burst.
Wow!
She's so cute!
Look at her!
I love her!
Aw, little Nahida is
Same.
so cute.
I love her.
I love how she hops around when she's fighting. Oh, and her swing too. So, what's that skill that looks like she's using a viewfinder or something? That seems pretty different.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with her viewfinder-ish kind of skill, which is actually her elemental skill.
Normal
As a
attack
Catalyst
first.
user,
Okay.
Nahida's combat style is pretty unique. You may cast her elemental skill by tapping the skill button, or you may hold the button to enter an aiming mode. Opponents who are selected while aiming will be linked by Nahida's special mark. After you trigger elemental reactions on opponents who are linked, and when they take damage from Dendro cores, Nahida will unleash Tri-Karma Purification, dealing Dendro damage.
Whoa, this is so cool. Yeah, I love how it's like connecting the enemies together.
Outside of combat, Nahida can use her elemental skill and enter the aiming mode we just mentioned to interact with certain harvestable items, allowing her to collect items directly to the inventory from a distance.
Whoa, wait.
Okay,
Being able to
okay,
harvest
that's cool.
materials like that is gonna be so cool. That'll really save us some time.
Yeah. This skill may also have some additional uses, so travelers will have to give it a try themselves and see.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Nahida's elemental burst is where things get really interesting. Upon unleashing her burst, Nahida manifests the Court of Dreams, expanding a special field.
That's
Beautiful.
pretty amazing. The effect really does look like some royal court or palace.
Yeah, different effects will be produced based on whether there are pyro, electro, and hydro characters in the party.
Yeah, my girl
While
Yala.
Nahida is within the special field, a pyro member in the party will increase the damage of Tri-Karma Purification. An electro party member will decrease the intervals at which Tri-Karma Purification is triggered, and a
Okay.
hydro party member will cause the duration of the field to be increased. If there are at least 2 party members of the elemental types I just mentioned, then the effects will be increased further.
Oh,
This is
okay.
blowing my mind right now.
Okay, that's
We'll really
good.
have to focus on which effects we want to achieve and put some thought into our team's composition.
Right? A key thing to remember is that these effects can be triggered while Nahida is not on the battlefield, as long as the active character remains in the special field radius.
Nice.
Mm.
Also, in addition to Nahida,
I'm
we
excited
have one
for that
other
gameplay.
character joining us in version 3.2.
Okay, you have
That's
Leila.
right. She's a very peculiar academia student. Her name is Layla. Most days, she looks super tired and anxious, which seems to be a direct result of her relentless struggle with her studies.
Yeah, and not only is she frail and anxious looking, but she also studies astrology. So it's no wonder people around her might consider her a little strange and mysterious.
Astrology.
And
Like
even
Mona.
though she's always groaning about her studies, most of Layla's research work is actually fine overall. It's just her lack of confidence that's really holding her back. And that's when her unusual ability comes into play.
And her ability is sleepwalking.
Yeah. While she is sleeping, Layla unleashes her true self, allowing her to regain the confidence she needs and activate the talents and strengths she's had all along.
I
As
hope
soon as
that's
she
me.
starts sleepwalking, her unfinished papers no longer seem like the monumental tasks they were, and she completes them in no time.
This is definitely something only Layla can do. Our viewers shouldn't try to do this with their own homework. But does Layla have any idea what happens when she's sleepwalking? I mean, does she know that she has this ability?
She seems to be aware of it. The papers are obviously full of her handwriting, after all. But there have been some weird instances. For example, once during crunch time while researching, she sleepwalked and climbed the wall of Salmio, and then randomly bumped into Candace. Such weird occurrences have made her start to wonder what's really going on.
And aside from her sleepwalking, just like any other student, Layla has many typical things that she hopes to achieve, as well as some regrets. She wants to be able to make friends and go out and have fun, but it seems like she'll never be able to do any of that until she graduates.
And actually, I'm guessing that she uses her sleepwalking abilities in combat too, right?
You bet. Let's have a look at Layla in combat.
Sweet.
Okay, okay.
Even when we're not looking up at the stars, they're always there. Watching over us.
Okay, she's a sword user.
My guiding stars!
And she sleeps.
Stars, shine for me!
Okay.
It almost looks like she's sleeping while being protected by the shield.
This shield not only protects Layla, but also creates night stars while it is active. When a character protected by the shield uses an elemental skill, more night stars will be created. Once 4 night stars have been accumulated, they will transform into homing shooting stars, dealing damage to any opponent's hit.
Ooh.
Night stars. I love how her skills have a starry theme. It ties into her studies.
Yeah, throughout the skill's duration, each time a night star is accumulated, the shield strength will increase. This effect can stack up to a maximum of 4 times.
Whoa.
Layla's elemental burst unleashes a dream sphere that constantly fires starlight slugs at opponents within its AoE, while also generating night stars for Layla's shield. As a talented Ratawa his student, Layla also comes in handy when crafting. When
What?
Layla crafts character talent materials, she has a set chance to receive double the product.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
Anyway,
Seem
when
to
can travelers expect to see
upgrade.
these new characters available in-game?
Great question. That brings us to our new event wishes. In the early part of version 3.2, Nahida and Yoimiya will be available.
Yoimiya.
In the later part of the version, we'll be seeing rerun event wishes for Yaimiko and Tartaglia, and Layla will become available for the first time. Also, a new 5-star weapon, 1,000 Floating Dreams, will be appearing in the new weapon event wish.
Oh, nice. By the way, I've heard that Layla's been getting ready
No.
recently to participate in Sumeru's Beast Tamer tournament. But before we get into that, I think it's time for us to take another break. We'll be back with the latest info on events coming in the version update.
I know what you're thinking. It's time for redemption code.
Yeah, second code.
You guys
second
get it?
Boo.
I know.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, we do have our second code. KS6 QL 3YJF GYJF CWM. Okay, we will get 300 Primogems always. Let me just compile this.
Welcome back to the version 3.2 special program, everyone. Next, we'll take a look at some of the new events for the coming update. An amazing fungus competition is about to begin in the lands of Sumeru.
Okay, new
Not
event.
only has it attracted local competitors from Sumeru, but also spectators from other nations.
Fungus competition? How does that even work? Aren't fungi dangerous? They're always attacking us in the wild.
I know it sounds a little weird, but you'll love it. In this contest, participants will use a special gadget called a Wisdom Orb to catch and train their fungi and participate in battle events. Although the fungi often pose as little troublemakers for us in the wild, using this gadget will allow travelers to establish a certain level of communication with them.
Okay, so if I catch and train a Jade Plume Terror Shroom, then I should be pretty much unstoppable, right?
Oh no, come on, that wouldn't be fair.
In this event, travelers will be able to sneak up on fungi in some certain areas to catch them. Unfortunately, the Jade Plume Terror Shroom is not one of those areas, Kimberly.
Aww.
Oh, the
If you
chicken.
end up startling them, they'll flee until they are outside a set distance.
After catching different kinds of fungi, you can follow Paimon's suggestion and give them cute names. But most importantly, you will have to train your fungi.
That sounds fun.
Travelers will have to use special floral jelly ingredients to mix and form blends that your fungi enjoy and unlock their true potential. While mixing ingredients, you use copy, switch,
What?
and rotate functions, and place a preset formula you have in the corresponding spot.
Aw, looks kind of like jelly. I bet Paimon's gonna be all over that.
Hey, Paimon wouldn't ever do that!
Well, I can tell why you didn't book that role.
And with all these different kinds of fungi, they should have different abilities, right?
Yeah, so to work on their abilities, we'll use something called the Special Training Mode. In this mode, there will be 2 challenge types, Coordinated Assaults and Zone Defense. Travelers will be able to command their fungi's abilities, have them coordinate their attacks against a single target, and control them to defend the Leyline Monolith.
Aw, they're so cute. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. As for the rewards,
Okay.
in addition to Primo Gems and various
Will
materials,
they die?
once travelers have reached a certain phase of the event, they will also be able to summon the great and almighty merchant, Dory.
And Layla will be appearing in the event storyline. as well as a familiar visitor from another nation. Any idea who it could be?
Supposedly a fun guy.
Okay, I see what you
Okay,
did there. I
Sino
respect
will
it.
be there.
Let's leave that for travelers to discover themselves in the event.
Come on, guys, fun guy.
Okay, next up we have a change of pace
Ah,
with
no,
an
no, not
all-new
Sino,
Trials
right?
event.
Another nation.
For
Fun
this
guy.
event, travelers will
Ito.
have to
I
use
think it will
characters'
be
special
Ito. Fun
abilities
guy.
to complete specific objectives. For example, you may have to knock slimes into the goal by triggering an overloaded reaction with Yen Phase and Klee's attacks, or use Yelan's elemental skill to move quickly and dodge giant pinballs. Here are some others. Use Xiao's plunging attack to send platforms back to the ground, or use Beto's elemental skill to hit the ball.
Okay.
This
Okay,
sounds like
this
some
will be
pretty
a lot.
unusual training.
Yeah, and to make things even more interesting, this event will support co-op gameplay.
Oh. This sounds like it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
Why is
But
this version
what about
like
objectives for
better
characters
than
that
the
maybe we
anniversary
haven't unlocked
version?
yet?
No worries, we got you covered. All the corresponding characters will be provided as trial characters in the challenges.
Perfect.
In addition to these events, version 3.2 will also feature an event for our players to put their skills to the test. This time, we'll have a new edition of the Hypostatic Symphony event.
Nice.
know what?
So, what changes can travelers expect this time around?
The most notable change, of course, will be the addition of the new Dendro Hypostasis.
We will have an event
That's right, the
with
last member
4
of the Hypostasis
hypostasis?
family will be officially landing in version 3.2. Besides serving as a new open-world boss, the Dendro Hypostasis will also be busy performing alongside its fellow Hypostases in the Hypostatic Symphony event.
This time around, travelers will be facing challenges featuring the Dendro, Cryo, Pyro,
it's one by
and
one.
Hydro Hypostases. Before each challenge, travelers may select a buff effect to use.
I thought it will
However,
be all of
as you
them
increase the
in one
difficulty,
run.
the number of uses will decrease and the enemies will become more challenging. So it'll be super important for travelers to plan the right moment to use these effects.
So what options do we have once we run out of buffs?
Travelers will still be able to use food and potions from their inventory. If you're aiming to just collect all the Primogem rewards, then don't worry.
Oh,
you won't need to up the
that's a
difficulty
good.
too much.
That's a new
Okay, good to know. Whew.
cryo
I, for one,
hypostasis.
will definitely not be upping the difficulty. And just like before, you may tackle the challenges together with your friends once they have joined your
Okay,
world.
Then we have.
Great. We can help each other out.
Oh yeah.
Now that we've covered the challenge event, let's take a quick look at a couple more casual events coming our way in the new
How many?
update.
25
First,
Primogems.
we'll be finding inspiration for an illustrator in the Outside the Canvas Inside the Lens event. And once again, we'll be working together with Lieben in Marvelous Merchandise. It's also worth mentioning here that some optimizations have been made for the photo event this time around. Everyone will be able to select from some preset angles and can make use of the rotate and focus functions to take better pictures.
That's great.
While you're out taking pictures,
Another picture
you
taking?
may run into some interesting storylines along the way. So be sure not to miss Outside the Canvas, Inside the Lens.
Man, I love these kinds of events. Sign me up.
Yeah, me too. In addition to all these new events, we also have some news on system-related updates and optimizations. I'm really
Okay, we
excited
have
about
a new
the first of
teapot.
these, which is regarding the
Something.
Serenity Pot. Starting with version 3.2, the Serenity Pot will be adding the long-awaited replication system.
Wow, that's super amazing.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
copy?
This feature will allow travelers to use sharing codes to bring designs from other travelers' teapots and implement them in their own, or share their own teapot designs.
Okay.
I know there may
okay,
be
that's
some
good.
travelers out there who have seen some amazing teapot designs that they've wanted to also
Yeah,
create
because
themselves,
my
but
teap-
didn't have the ability or
My
time to make it.
teapot
With this new function,
design is
travelers will
trash.
be able to bring that creativity back to their own teapot or share their creativity with others.
Get ready to hit up your friends with amazing teapot skills.
I can't wait to see everyone sharing their designs, especially with me.
Which brings us to our final update to share with everyone. This one is regarding the game's available languages. Starting with version 3.3,
Final
which will be
update,
the update following this one, Genshin Impact will be adding Turkish and Italian to the game language settings. So, players who'd prefer to see the game's text and UI in those languages can look forward to that.
The team truly hopes that travelers from all over the world can enjoy the game and start their own journeys through the world of Teyvat.
For further details, please check Genshin Impact's official channels and keep an eye out for future announcements and info.
Wow, we've covered a ton of stuff. Seriously, it's a lot to take in.
For sure. So now is probably a great time for our last redemption code.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Okay, last code. We want Jar Jar Binks language. We need Kandrian translator. GS6 RLK WR. Okay, we have completed our redemption code. 300 Mimo gems. Very nice. They say that
Well,
will
everyone,
be the last
I
update.
think we've covered just about everything coming our way in version 3.2,
No more?
which means we've arrived at the end of our special program.
Okay, that's
this
fast.
was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we covered a ton of stuff.
so much stuff.
Yeah. So many events too. But the thing that I'm most excited about is, of course, Nahida playable character, Nahida playable character, Nahida playable character.
Obviously.
Same.
Nice.
Yeah, for me, it was definitely the Balladeer. Dude, it looks so insane.
Yes!
I have no idea how I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, no, for me, oh my gosh, so many things. Battling the Dendro hypostasis, and of course the fabulous fungus frenzy. Getting my little fungi and battling with them. And, the teapot, the Serena teapot, I'm so behind on my teapot, so I can't wait to
You gotta get on it.
hopefully get some designs from others, or at least, get some inspiration from getting another teapot design.
And just as we mentioned earlier, even though the Sumeru Archon quest will be reaching its final chapter here, it most definitely won't be the end of our journey in Sumeru. In our story this time, we'll be encountering some interesting and mysterious content, and I hope it will be an amazing experience for all of our travelers. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon be with all of you.
See you in game, everyone. Bye.
See?
No, why? What happened? It's finished? Oh, it's finished. Okay, can we rewatch the trailer? Let me check. Okay, we cannot. Maybe later we can rewatch the trailer. Or maybe on YouTube. Let's check on YouTube. No. Okay, where's the Genshin official? Let me just play some music.
Tonight, we celebrate our love. After all this time, we're still together. いつも照らす sunshine その光で I'm fine 君の愛は so bright 輝かせたそうやって一緒に歩き続けた history そばに君がいたから I came this far baby どんな時でも
Okay, we can rewatch now.
I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid.
Oh no, this is not. Where's the live? Where's the live one? Okay.
I had the same question every time I walked this way when
I want to rewatch the trailer. It's not yet available. Okay, so what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Well, for me, I'm just excited for Nahida. I'm just disappointed that the Layla is not on the first banners. I thought Layla will be on the first banners, and well, iba siya. Yeah, and we have to pull because I'm planning to save up for the 3.3 banners. The second banner, the second phase will be Yai, Miko, and Child, right? Okay, I want to watch the trailer. So the gameplay of the new boss, I think it will be a weekly boss. And I hope the materials for the weekly boss will be not for Nahida on this one. I hope the weekly boss for Nahida will be still with Raiden, because it will be hard to farm stuff. Because I think the boss material for Nahida will be the Dendro Hypostasis. So we need to farm those on the update. They didn't say about the other weapons, no? Only Nahida's weapon. Yeah, they only showed Nahida's weapon. Okay, can I, maybe I should refresh it. Okay. Okay, let's watch the trailer again. Hey. Ah, no, we cannot watch. Why? It's not yet. Okay, let's end the stream now. So overall, I'm excited for the 3.2. Very nice, very nice. And first thing, we are excited for Nahida. The second thing for the Scaramouche boss, and the Scaramouche boss, and the new story quest. Yeah, Nahida, the story quest, the boss, and the fungi Pokemon similar team. When you can train them or something, I think it will be on the second phase. Yeah, and we can get Dory, a free Dory. Although I have Dory, but I don't use her. Anyway, let's try on that one. Okay, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and let us wait. Let us wait for the 3.2. They didn't say when. Yeah, it should be next week. No, next week. We have 2 weeks. Okay, so yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and see you later. I will be streaming maybe at the same time. It will be Monday there in Philippines, so yeah, at night for the. I will be streaming the World Quest, the continuation of the Golden Slumber. It's 7 a.m. here, 8 a.m., 7:40 a.m. I literally wake up for the stream. Okay, yeah, thank you guys. See you later.